Cancers, this is going to be your love reading, okay? For the, I would say, week or for the next time that I get back to y'all, okay? So, we want to see what is going on in your love life. We want to get back to the basics. Okay, we're going to use my oracle decks. I have not been using my oracle decks like that. I think I'm going to use that for the last. Yeah, I'm going to do this first. This is my What's the Tea deck. We're going to go ahead and get started. And if this reading starts resonating with you, punching you right in the gut, go ahead, like, comment, or subscribe. All right, let's go ahead and see first card out for Cancers and what's going on in their love life. Moving on. Thank you. Next. Okay, so Cancers, you are leaving somebody. You feel like you're going maybe in a new direction or a different direction. Maybe you feel like you guys are just maybe not just on the same journey. Maybe there's a different journey that you are taking with someone. I don't know, but it's definitely something you're moving on with, and there's definitely a direction that you're going. Maybe, I don't know, by yourself or something like that. You could be going by yourself, but you could be going with someone. But you leave. Girl fight, okay. You may move, okay. So you're moving, like I said, feels like here, this doesn't feel like a relationship with girl fight. This feels like maybe you have a little bit of beef with someone, Cancers, or maybe you have an issue, or you've been at war or competing here. It could be somebody that, like I said, you guys just maybe don't really see eye to eye. Maybe you guys see things a lot differently. You notice these people, someone's coming, someone's going. This is kind of like you guys just maybe miss each other. It feels like with the situation, and it's caused a lot of fights and arguments. Thief, I just got this also for Gemini. Maybe you are dealing with a Gemini. That is a hell of a couple, the Cancer and Gemini, by the way. So good luck, but you may have realized that this person was maybe taken from you. You may have realized this person has not been being honest with you. And you feel maybe scammed or gypped by this person. Well, this person feels scammed and gypped by you. Okay, marrying for money. Yeah, so somebody definitely feels scammed. Somebody definitely feels like somebody is just using them for something. You're recognizing someone is just using you maybe for their own personal gain, how they look, how they come across, maybe an image that they want to portray to themselves. Maybe you're recognizing that somebody is just doing things for the image. Somebody is really not a very genuine person. And maybe this is who you're moving on from. Someone that you see is just very disingenuous. Yeah, dodging bullets. Like I said, you are blocking negativity, escaping crazy people, and protected by haters. So y'all think you definitely just recognize somebody's just a little fucking crazy. And you think you just like, you know what, I'm cool on it. I'm cool on it. I done had a bounce back with a million. What's that song? It's by Future, but I don't remember the name of it. But regardless, you're cool on it. You done had it. I feel like you done all you could do. You've been fighting with this person. Okay, my card is a little raggedy, so this could be a situation here where it is just like, honey, y'all have been trying to hold the cracks together with tape, a little Elmer's glue, a little gum, and it's just not working. Okay, anything else from the What's Tea deck? I'm gonna pull 2 more cards from this deck to see what else is going on in your love life, and then we will get into the tarot decks. Dirty offer. Okay, dirty offer. And 1 more card. Love on the brain. So last 2 cards that came out was dirty offer and love on the brain. So this person could have been trying to give, I feel like this person has been trying to connect with you. Maybe y'all been trying to connect, and I think you just realize that the situation is just, like I said before, it's just not something that you can maybe put back together. This could be something, not put back together. This could be something that is on your mind a lot, something that you think about a lot, something that you have been thinking about maybe for a very, very, very long time. And it feels like you're having maybe an epiphany about this situation or person. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the tarot so we can get into the real details of what's going on. Okay. All right, let's see, we're going to read for, we're just going to see what comes out first and see who wants to come out first and who has something to say or what needs to be said for Cancer. First 3 cards is going to be the thumbnail. 4 of Pentacles, this could be somebody holding you back, or this is because of you trying to create some stability in yourself. Okay, this is some type of restriction. So you feel really restricted, really tight, really mentally talked down. This could be a situation. This is how you felt in the situation. Just kind of had you in your head a lot more than you wanted to. Maybe you have not been making no progress. You've been very stuck. Haven't really got no money like that because of the situation. And 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like this has been holding you back from doing what it is that you need to do. I think you've been a little bit too focused on the situation, Cancer. I think this situation you've become very engulfed by it. You've become very stressed out by it. I feel like you have been ignoring your garden, and now all your crops are dried up. Okay? Dried up. The bugs been eating them because you're sitting over here looking at somebody else's garden, seeing what somebody else has got. Okay? The strawberries, the little rabbits and stuff that eat your strawberries, and you have had no idea. Or you have been like, well, why isn't this coming together? Why is this, why am I garden not growing inside? Because you're not focused on your garden. You're not focused on doing what you have to do. You're focused on something else and somebody else, what they got going on, and the whole time they playing you. You feel what I'm saying? The star here, maybe not playing you, but it's just not aligned. So there is a wish here that you want. There's something here that you've been trying to manifest, and maybe you've been feeling like that. You are not sure why the thing that you've been trying to bring together or manifest is not coming together, but it may not be coming together because you have been too wound tightly, no, is that right? Tightly wound about this person, situation, or relationship. Seven of Pentacles here. I do think there needs to be an analyzing of your assets. Maybe you need to look at what you have. Maybe you have more than you think you have at your disposal. Maybe you feel like you just are kind of down and out and you don't really know where to start after recovering from the situation or relationship. But I think that you need to just maybe look a little bit closer when it comes to your, maybe not money, because obviously if you don't have no money, you don't have no money, but your skills, how you work on them. Maybe you have been, maybe it's something that you need to go back to originally that you've been doing and that you've been running from. Maybe you've been trying to try a lot of new things, and Spirit's just like, honey, you don't need to do nothing fucking now, okay? You need to stop thinking about this damn person. Stop letting them run your damn brain all the time and do what the fuck you've been doing. The reason why it's not working is because you're not focused on it. Not because you need to do something new and then think about this person and doing something new, and it's just too much. Okay, anything else for Cancer? Okay, Tower moment. I feel like this person here that you have been dealing with feels this tower, but they feel the situation has collapsed. But I'm going to guess, yes, with the 5 of Wands here, this person could be causing tension or trying to stop and halt this tower. This person is fighting this obvious tower that is falling. This person is trying to pick this thing up, honey. They see the smoke. They're trying to throw water on it, spit it out a little bit, trying to pick the ashes up and dump it back into the building. Like, you feel like this person is working overtime to not let this tower fall. And I think that's what they've been doing the whole time, is working overtime of not letting you free, working overtime to keep you in this very restricted, overthinking energy, I feel like. And I feel like maybe that's something that you have noticed. Temperance at the bottom of the deck, which is maybe divine timing. It feels like everything has been adding up to this. You never was doing anything wrong. You never was on the wrong path, but now you are just maybe realizing what has really been maybe holding you back. Because I do believe that we go through things on purpose, and it's all a part of, our destination, our journey, and where we're going. And this was just part of it. Now you can kind of move on. Kind of irritated. Okay, what else for Cancers? Anything else for Cancers? Yeah. The Hangman, which says that you are seeing things differently. You are going in, because when you think about the Hangman, after the Hangman, if I'm not mistaken, I believe it is the Death card. because that's when you start thinking about Scorpio energy. Could be dealing with the Scorpio where you are starting to go inward, you're starting to go into the underworld, and you're starting to attack those subconscious things or those programming or those things that behind the scenes that you're not really maybe privy to or haven't really been noticing. You're starting to look at yourself, your emotions, your nervous system, things you've been carrying with you. This is where I feel like you're at, because maybe this person, this relationship has made you like, okay, hold up. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little crazy. I haven't been doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Things are going a little awry. I'm fighting every day. I'm, fighting for my life. And I feel like this relationship shows that you've been fighting for your life. And with that being said, I feel like you're like, all right, I need to be suspended in the air. I need to look at things a little bit different. With the World card here, it's definitely a new cycle and a new chapter. I do think you are absolutely starting a new journey. Four of Wands here could be a relationship as well, but it does feel like you're maybe going to have something to celebrate. Once you, just kind of come out of this energy, you will be able to celebrate. All right, we're going to pull a card from my Oracle deck, and then we're going to see what you guys get, and that is going to be the end of the reading. It is hot as hell out here. I'm ready for the fall time. I can't do the heat. Look at this. Exploitation. Like I said, this person has been exploiting you. Others having power over you due to what they know. Suffering from exploitive labor practices. I see now how one of us held all the power, leaving the other feel small and voiceless. We need to reset this imbalance. This is going to be our thumbnail right here. This is the thumbnail, baby. Okay, well, that's your reading, Cancer, and I will see you guys in the next one.